What's going on, everyone? It is I, the guy that does introductory videos for every single Fortnite season. And in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, the Wilds season for Fortnite has arrived. And with it comes a new Battle Pass, like always. And I always do these every single time a new season starts. And I'm going to point this out though. This season's Battle Pass for me is in the decent category. Not because of how decent the skins are, though. There are some cosmetics that I actually do find really fascinating, to say the least. Like this emote, Get Out of Your Mind. It's inspired from Tom Holland's 2017 lip sync dance that he did a while ago, all those years ago, which is pretty awesome, to say the least. Another emote that we have, of course, is the This Is Fine, which is obviously inspired from the meme This Is Fine thingy that was a thing all those years ago. And to think that it's now a Fortnite emote, god, we are in a time where everything just becomes the thing from Fortnite nowadays. And to point out the Battle Pass though, there are some decent skins that I think are the best ones in my opinion. I'm going to start off with Lorenzo, the counterpart to the skin that we had back in the Mega season. To think he's now like a jungle explorer like guy, and now turn into like some sort of like criminal mastermind if you go for those like special styles after passing level 100. And the tier 100 for this skin for this season, of course, is the noble leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime. The style for it is inspired from the film Rise of the Beasts, and hopefully in a couple of weeks time we might even see the Bayverse version of Optimus Prime. And to think we now have Transformers canon in Fortnite just makes it more and more satisfying to now know that every single collaborative character that we now get in Fortnite, whether it's the Battle Pass or not, we always will say it's the guy from Fortnite, like always though. And for this season in particular that I played throughout all the games so far though, some of the weapons I actually really did enjoy. Of course, let's go over with the weapons that are brand new and the ones that did return for this particular Wild season. So to start off with, the new LMG that we've got is the Flapjack Rifle. Some of you guys may refer to it as the Bren from the old classic World War II games. But I just thought I'd just call it the Bren though, because I remember playing Call of Duty World War II. I would literally just call it the Bren regardless because of its like aesthetic design though, of course. But you obviously call it the Flapjack if you want to, but for me I'm just going to go with the Bren, mainly because of the World War II Call of Duty game that I played previously. The other weapon that we got this season is of course a new kinetic weapon, the Kinetic Boomerang, which is actually a thing that you just throw and then it just instantly comes back to you, doing approximately 60 damage per hit. You can obviously like chain damage with every single hit that you do, and obviously it comes back to you. Obviously like a very fast interactive weapon that you could just use, but sadly it doesn't have a mobility counterpart towards it, so we seriously need mobility items though. And I'm hoping that throughout the weeks that comes through the Wild seasons, we hope to get more mobility items, to say the least. The other weapon that we have, of course, is the Cybertronian cannon to do with the Transformers collaboration. I'd say that is way more powerful than the other mythics that we've had so far though. The other weapon that returned as well is the drum shotgun, which is not a big surprise to any of us at all, because previously back in chapter 3 it was deemed as the most overpowered weapon of them all. And not to forget to mention as well though, we obviously have the mythic version of the drum shotgun, but that can only be acquired when the miniature island spawns in middle halfway through the games that you obviously play, obviously replacing the overpulse rifle that was in the Mega season. So if you were to claim that miniature POI that spawns in halfway through the game, that is obviously the replacement of that drum shotgun. The drum shotgun will obviously be there every single game, and it's no big surprise that it will be classed as the most overpowered one of them all. So not a big surprise at all. We also have new vault locations, obviously in the castle POIs that are around the map. You know, those guys that spawn in like when the first zone closes in. They'll obviously randomize spawn locations, whether it's in Mega City or in Brutal Bastion. So there's vault locations underneath the castles, and you can obviously get the mythic flapjack rifle, which is awesome. The weapons that we are obviously expecting to come throughout this particular season are as follows. The lever action shotgun, not the particular rifle that we saw like previous seasons. And of course we are expecting the lever action pistol as well that we saw in the gameplay trailer. Some of the skins, of course, I will say the secret one being Meowscles, which is obviously not a big surprise. I feel like we've had every single cat skin in the game since Chapter 2 Season 2. And from all of that, that will be the final Meowscles skin that we've got in the game so far though. So it feels like we have the whole family completed, and skins of course. So the weapons that still remained in the game as of right now are as follows. The Red Eye Assault Rifle, which obviously stayed during the entirety of Chapter 4. The Drum Shotgun, which is obviously not a big surprise. The original SMG that we had back in OG Season 5. And not to forget to mention the new other weapon that we have, of course, is the Thermal DMR. The DMR was obviously a good classic, and replacing it with the Cobra DMR. The other weapon that remained in the game is, of course, the Tactical Pistol. And the Tactical Pistol, man, though, God, that never ceased to exist, to say the least. One thing I will describe about the Flapjack Rifle, aka the Bren, is that I think it's one of the greatest light machine guns that we've had probably since 2019. Like, we haven't not had a brand new LMG-like weapon in a long time. So this one right here is obviously no big difference whatsoever. I feel like the accuracy and the bloom that it has is absolutely amazing. Like, it even has a really good one shot one accuracy scenario. Like, when you aim down your crosshairs and that, it just has that very beautiful bloom that it has. But obviously still having quite a kick towards it, because it obviously is a light machine gun and you're obviously expecting a lot of bloom, to say the least. So I still like the weapon regardless. The other weapon that I wanted to touch on is, of course, the Cybertronian cannon, which is obviously the Transformers Mythic. The way that the weapon works is that basically when you pick it up and that, it sort of acts as like a transforming cannon that can literally transform in your hands, and when you put it away, etc., it literally remains as like a back bling replacement. If you have like a back bling on, for example, the Cybertron cannon will literally be the replacement of that back bling. So say like my golden burger for my Raptor guy, for example, if I were to have that Cybertronian cannon, it will obviously replace it. To say like I'm carrying the Cybertronian cannon, to say the least, and it will remain there if you just decide to like take it out of your inventory, for example. But the cannon in itself though has a 2-shot recharging ability. So if you fire one shot, for example, it will take approximately 20 seconds to recharge, and it obviously does a lot of damage. All the damages that I've done so far are as follows. It can either do like 105 damage or 110 damage, for example, and you obviously see it throughout the gameplay. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say as of right now for this particular introductory video. The wins that I got for this season are as follows. One solo win, and I will say that the solo win didn't feel that satisfying in my opinion, but you know me, whatever win I get, I remain it to be put it in the video regardless. The other wins that I've got so far are two trio wins and one squad win. The following people that I got the wins with are as follows: Darkish Ninja and of course Electru, which you may remember I got those wins with those guys back in Chapter 3 Season 2, aka the War Season. And I thought it was a really nice throwback to when we got those wins together, to say the least though. Oh, and not forget to mention that the wild animals are back as well, like the wolves, the frogs, and of course the bulls as well. So it's not a big surprise whatsoever that we have them back in the game as of right now. But so far though, I enjoyed my time playing the new season. I think what really stands out to me this season is the Bren light machine gun, the Cybertronian cannon, and of course the boomerang kinetic weapon that we have in the game, which is pretty awesome though. And I hope to continue on making more videos like this. I just thought I'd point out though that throughout the majority of the season, I will mostly do some videos for this season, like YouTube streams and of course kick streams that you may have noticed me doing last season. Oh, and not forget to mention the raptors that you're seeing right now. They can also be rideable as well. There is an augment that you can get which gives you like the thermal effect every time you ride it, and of course it obviously regenerates your health regardless. So it's obviously called the Primal Companions augment. So every time you jump on a raptor, for example, it'll give you the thermal effect regardless if you're on the raptor or not. So if you're off the raptor, for example, it will not give you the thermal effect, and when you're riding on that raptor, it'll give you the thermal effect. So that's all I have to say as of right now though. Thank you Wayne and of course Darkish Ninja for the trio and squad win for this season. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I hope to continue on doing more Fortnite videos like this, regardless if it's a YouTube video, a YouTube stream, or a kick stream for that matter. No matter what happens though, Fortnite is always the king of video games now. And I hope you guys did enjoy this particular video. Do enjoy the rest of the clips as well though, 'cause I feel like I've done a lot more clips than I did previous videos. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and turn the bell notifications on for new streams and videos. And as always guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
cause I got it like that. Flow so smooth like I got it on tap. Yeah, and I'ma say it be a good night while I'm on my Yingling, while I'm drinking Bud Light. Can you get it when you miss me? Like I'm with whiskey, drinking Jim Beam. Yeah, baby, do you do it that way? Do you do that? Do you take a breath?